Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box at the top, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay. Give me 1 second because I am trying something different with my camera view. I have the back camera on. I'll tell you in a minute. Just give me 1 second. Let me check the live real quick and then we will get started. Okay. Oh my word. I don't know if I like this, y'all. Okay, hold on. I'm going to flip it. Hold on, y'all. We're going to flip it. There we go. We're just going to be backwards for today because I don't like the view of that. So y'all pop on, say hey. Our keyword today is tulip. I know I'm backwards. Unfortunately, Facebook took away the option for me to mirror my camera. So I'm just going to be backwards. We tried the back camera and I don't like the way that looks. So we'll just be backwards today. So when y'all pop on, say hey. I'm going to share this over into my broadcast channel. So the way that you can join my broadcast channel is right down there in the pinned comment. Hi, Leona. Open up that pinned comment and go join my broadcast channel because I share when I'm live in there. And I share all sorts of things. And there's something special happening today over in my VIP group. So you'll also be notified through the broadcast channel. So let me get this pulled up and we'll get started. So I am aware that I am backwards. I'm so sorry about that. We tried the back camera. That was not the look we were going for. Hi, Pat. So we have this 10-inch Hello Tulip round that we're actually going to paint today. I've been dying to do this one because I just think it's so pretty. But this one comes available all the way up to 18 inches. You choose the size and it's 20% off today only. So go grab this while you can and say hello. Good morning. Hi, Patricia. Hello, Marcia. I promise I can read. All right. So this was actually in my live sale on Sunday. So if you are new here or you're catching the replay, I do a live sale on my page every Sunday. Most of the time it is cutouts. And so this one was available in there and I thought I really wanted to do this one. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Good morning. Hi, guys. Hi, Holly. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, Shannon. And good morning, Miss Elizabeth. So there are lots of little pieces to this. I'm going to do my best not to lose them. I'm going to put my bird right here in front of my camera. So when I ask y'all, where did I put my bird? You know, you can tell me. Because if you're new around here, I lose pieces constantly. So lots of little pieces. But first what we're going to do is we're going to wipe down everything. Because with the wood cutouts, a lot of times the laser will bring up the glue and it'll look like it's burned. It's not burned, it's just glue. So all you need to do is just take a baby wipe, a wet wipe of some sort, and wipe all of that off. Hi, Angie. Good morning, Stephanie. Yes. Y'all, what is the weather like where y'all are at? It is very rainy here in San Antonio, which I don't mind. I like the rainy weather because we need it. But I'm going to just wipe all this down and get all of that glue off. That way it doesn't yellow. So a lot of times if you're going to paint something in white and that glue is sitting on top of your cutouts, like right here, if I paint that white, it's going to yellow it. So that's why you want to wipe it off. I don't really see that problem with other colors, mainly just white. But it's still just good just to wipe all that off. Hi, Sandy Brown. Good morning, Lynette. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to do our background in blue. Our flowers are going to be yellow, pink, purple. Obviously, our greenery is going to be green. So I need your help. What color should we do our blue? Should we do it in pale blue, right? Or this gingham blue? What color, which blue should we do? The light or the dark? The lighter or the darker? Now, we are going to distress a bunch of stuff, so just keep that in mind. Hello, y'all. Good morning, Anita. Hi, guys. Hi, Sharon. Hello, Pamela. Good morning, good morning. I'm sorry if I missed any of y'all's comments. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just over here just getting everything prepped and ready to go. Gingham. Angie says gingham blue. Any other votes? The dark or the light blue? The pale, the darker, the pale. My only thing with the darker blue is I'm afraid I've never painted with that color before. So I guess we could test it and see. If we don't like it, we can just paint over it. I am going to be using mostly acrylic paint today. Oh my word, y'all. I think I need to go back. I think I need to go back to bed. But I'm just wiping off all this glue real quick. Good morning. Hi, Amy. Good morning, Patty. Okay, it looks like the darker blue is the winner. So we're going to go darker blue. So this is the gingham blue. This is from that set that I've been showing y'all, the one that I've been using, the Art Deco set. That is from this set, the one that comes with the mint color and the lavender that we've been using a ton. I love that set. Our keyword today is tulip. So when you comment that keyword, you will get the supply list for everything I'm using. And the round that I'm doing today is 20% off today only. So you can get that by commenting the word tulip, or the link is down in the pinned comment. But I gotta open, I hate these little plastic thingies. I need extra coffee. Me too. It's dark and gloomy here in San Antonio, y'all. Oh my word. Come on. I hate these plastic wrap things. All right. Let's go in and let's see how this paints. Okay, so I've never used this color before. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. That is a pretty blue. So we're just going to paint pretty much everywhere the background is. It doesn't really matter if I paint over the other like the scored marks, because that's stuff that's just going to be glued. Now this whole background doesn't have to be painted, especially towards the bottom, because you're going to glue some cutouts on top. So, but that blue is really pretty. Really, really pretty. So if y'all are new and y'all are watching me from Craft Around the Clock, hello y'all, my name is Alex. I live in Texas. I'm from the San Antonio area. If you are new, please let us know that you're new so we can welcome you on in. We are a very friendly group, and we like to laugh at me because y'all, I mess up stuff all the time. And I used to be a teacher. I taught for 11 years before I resigned, and I started doing this full time. So that's just a little bit about me. I do mainly like wood cutouts. I use transfers like stencils. I use all sorts of things, but I mainly dabble in the wood cutouts. I love doing wood cutouts. I have so much fun with it. I think they're so fun and versatile and easy. So that's just a little bit about me and this page. And if you are new, let us know that you're new so we can welcome you on in. This color is gorgeous. Like, I thought it was going to be a lot darker than what it is, and it is really pretty. All right, so let's get this covered. Let's dry it, and we'll see if it needs another coat. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, this blue is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Hi, Lynn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Melinda. Hi, Colleen. I know, Amy, nothing I can do about being backwards. Unfortunately, Facebook took away the option, so nothing I can do about being backwards. All right, let's dry. And then we might need another coat, but we'll see. So I'm thinking of doing the word and hello, and then there is a little bird that goes up here. What color should we do the bird? I was thinking red, but maybe we should do a different color. I don't know. Getting this dry. Good morning, Lisa. Hi, Unique. I think that's Miss Pat. Hi, Kathy. All right, let's dry. Get this completely dry. I'm going to do a light coat again. It does dry darker, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I'm just backwards. It bothers me because I don't like being backwards. Because I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and so I'm so used to one way. It is Lynn. That is yes. If you go to thecreativellama.com, Miss Lynn, and scroll down to the bottom where there's a bunch of colored boxes, you're going to click on the box that says interchangeable frame, and then you should see that and the frame that goes with it. Actually, I think we're okay. I don't think we need to do another coat. I think that looks pretty good. Okay? A royal blue. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I thought a yellow bird would be really pretty. I was going to do red, but then, I don't know. I feel like yellow probably is more springy. All right, so next up, we're going to go into the greenery, okay? So this does line up here. So I don't need to really paint the bottom part of this because this part is going to cover that up. But I do need to paint the leaves on the tulips. And so the only green that I wanted to use on this is sage in my chalk paste. You can use these as paints, which is what I'm going to do today with my sage. I didn't have an acrylic paint in this color, and so I thought, you know what, we're just going to use it to paint. Yay! Hi, Galen. How are you? How are y'all? Sage is pretty too. Yeah. Good morning, Lois. All the creators I've watched lately are backwards. It's something. Yeah. Face. It's not me. I knew it was you, Miss Patsy. Thank you so much for sharing, y'all. I apologize if I missed any of y'all's comments or anything like that. I'm not ignoring you. My head is just down and I am painting. Please don't take offense to it. Some people get upset with me if I miss their comments and they think I'm ignoring them. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. All right. So that is the color Sage. I think this is really pretty. There's also this. No, that was too dark. I was thinking about this one, but this is Avocado Toast, and that's too dark. I wanted it to be light because the color of our tulips is going to be very light as well. So, yeah, it's raining here, and last night, if you were watching my live, my dogs hate the rain, and so they went out this morning, and then it started to rain, and, you know, little Tucker probably is going to find somewhere to use the restroom because he refuses to go when it's wet outside, like a little diva that he is. Even if I put puppy pads down for him, he'll still find somewhere else he wants to go. So if you're new here, I have a miniature long-haired dachshund named Tucker. And last night he was being a menace during my live. He was chewing on a piece of cardboard. And I also have a Australian Shepherd named Boone. Usually Boone will say hello by barking, but he's not outside right now. So he's probably not going to say hello. All right, let's dry this. And then we're going to do that part too in Sage. Now we are going to take some Distress Oxide or using the Distress crayons and add some dimension to those, but we just need to get all of our paint down first. I don't know, Amy. It might be. I feel very stopped up, so maybe that's what, I don't know. Good morning, Shauna. Hi, Diane. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Hi, Cruz. Cruz, did you see my email yesterday? I did send you. Yeah. Oh, I love how you put that. That's so nice, Angie. You found presents this morning. Oh, that's funny. Thomas stepped on a present the other night when it was raining. I love how you put that, presents. All right. We're going to go in on top and do the top part of the grass and the sage. I'm using my sage chalk paste to paint. You can use whatever color you want. Acrylic paint, chalk paste, whatever your heart desires. I'm just here to inspire and get y'all crafting and enjoying the process. Will not go out in the rain, but all three loved. Oh, that's interesting, Dawn. They love to play in the mud, but they don't like to go when it's raining. You know, they're little divas, these dogs. All right, getting this on here. I'm trying not to get on the sides. But y'all, if you're new here, I'm the messiest painter ever. We will clean up those edges at the end with a black marker. But I am a very messy painter. And I get paint everywhere constantly. All right. Last little bit of sage. And I'm really excited about our tulip colors. I think y'all are going to like those. Good morning, Linda. That's hilarious, the presents. All right. Getting that on there. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna kind of just smooth this out, and there is our grass. So let's close up our chalk paste. Let's dry this, and then we will do the next part. So now we have our tulips here, right? So I'm thinking we're gonna do the light pink, this light yellow, and our favorite, the lavender mint. What do y'all think? Yay or nay on those? I have a bougie dog. She hates the rain and snow. She has to wear snow. Oh my gosh, Denise, that is hilarious. Oh no, Amy, I'm so sorry. That's a bummer, girl. All right. Do we like those colors? That's what we're doing. Y'all, do me a huge favor. Hit that heart button for me, if you will. And comment the word tulip. That'll get you the supply list for everything I'm using. I will go back in at the end and update that message with the exact colors I used. Hi, Sharon. But if this round that I'm working on is 20% off, it goes from all the way to 10 inches up to 18 inches. You can choose the size. All sizes are 20% off today only. Yeah, and y'all, do me a huge favor, share the video. That helps me out tremendously too. Perfect colors. I hope so. So this one is called Baby Duck. This one I bought off of the Americana Deco art site. It was part of the 2024 color set. And then we have our favorite Lavender Haze. And then we're going to use the color Vintage Victorian for the pink. Hi, Marcia. All right, y'all, let's do a giveaway. I feel like giving something away. We're going to give away some Happy Mail. So all you have to do in the comments is just tell me where you're watching from, and I will pick someone to win some Happy Mail from yours truly. Okay? So that's all you have to do is just tell me where you're watching from. Hi, Catherine. I'm still live, my friend. There's a red live box right there. If you see that, that means I'm live. So all you have to do is just tell me where you're watching from to get entered. Vermont, Michigan, Kentucky, Michigan, Utah, Illinois. Catherine Burke, you were winner number 1. Y'all keep going. Lynn from Buffalo. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm so glad y'all are here. Hi, Michelle Pryor. From Vegas. Girl, I want to go to Vegas. Thomas and I are talking about going to Vegas. So Catherine and who else? Diane Lynn. Catherine and Diane Lynn. Y'all send me a message saying, hey, I won, and I will get you a form to fill out to win. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. That's my small way to give back. We will do another giveaway at the end of my live. We'll do another giveaway then as well. North Dakota, Oregon. Hi, have fun, Marcia. I hope you're having fun. Hi, Diana. All right, we're going to go in with Vintage Victorian in Canada. Go to the north. Hello, Kathy Murray. Kathy, I think you sent me a message on my website about finding the inserts for the baskets. Kathy, if you go to my website, thecreativellama.com, right, where all my cutouts are, and you scroll to the bottom on the first page, scroll down, and you'll see a bunch of colored squares. You're going to click on the box that says the interchangeable basket, and that will give you all of the options that go with that one. Well, hello, Nevada, Mississippi, Michigan. Awesome. I love to see where everybody's watching from because, you know, it's just so interesting, like where you know, the people you reach. Like I have an awesome customer, Michelle from Australia. She's wonderful. Obviously, she isn't on here live, but she always watches my replays. Yeah, congratulations. We'll do another giveaway at the end. So, just hang out with me. Hit that heart button. Comment, comment, comment. The more you comment and interact, the more it helps me. So even if you don't ever purchase anything, just commenting and liking and helping your favorite creators does help them out tremendously. So that's the free way to help support. You're welcome, Kathy. Okay. And if you need the link, Kathy, send me a message here on Facebook and I can send you a direct link to that page. But yeah, if you scroll down on my website, like everything is organized for you by like the different interchangeables, all of that. So, all right, let's dry. We're going to do another coat. I think this is turning out so cute. Hi, Donna Fisher. Y'all, we're almost done painting. So we have the hello to paint, which we're going to do that in white. We have some hearts, and then we have a little bird. So I'm thinking the bird maybe in the yellow. Kind of having fun, but here helping my daughter care for her husband. Oh, Marcia, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will be thinking about y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you know Michelle. I love her. Today I'm making my daughter and my husband's Easter. Oh, you have an Easter tree? What? I love those people who have leave their Christmas tree up all year and then they decorate it for the different seasons and holidays. Anybody else do that? It is Lavender Haze, Michelle. That is from the Deco art set that I've been using quite a bit lately. That box that I showed. Do you remember? It's a couple weeks ago. So there's that purple. That one's Lavender Haze. And even if I show it, it doesn't ever focus. Oh, there we go. So there's Lavender Haze if you want to screenshot it. Hi, Jeanette. Okay. Then we're going to go in with our Vintage Victorian. And I love this light pink. It's so girly. And y'all, we are doing good on time. Yeah, we will be thinking about you, Marcia. I'm so sorry. She's lucky to have you in that support. Because I can't imagine. Hi, Albie Crafty. Then we're going in with Vintage Victorian. There we go. Okay. That's the pink color of the tulip. Clean this off. And then we're going to go in with our yellow. Okay, and then this is Baby Duck. I'm shaking for some reason. There we go. And that color I got directly from the Art Deco site. And that was part of their 2024 collection. Y'all, I'm really loving painting with my acrylics. If you're new here, I typically in the past have always painted with my chalk paste. And I've kind of gotten into the acrylics now. The acrylic paint. So I'm loving it. I'm having fun. Yeah. Acrylic paint wasn't my favorite, and then now I'm loving it. It's funny how, you change. Yeah, all right, so I'm going to pick up all this extra, put it back into my bottle, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'll just get a new brush. I have not had breakfast this morning. No, ma'am. That's probably why. I don't typically eat breakfast, which I know is not good. But I promise I'm okay. I'm not going to have one of those episodes like I did. No, not yet. Alrighty, so now we're going to go in with our hello. I am going to wipe the glue off of my cutout because this is going to be painted white, and I definitely don't want that white to yellow. So if you are getting cutouts and you're experiencing yellowing, that's usually what it is. I use MDF for my cutouts. I don't know about other types of wood, and we're going to use a makeup sponge to do this part. Okay, because I don't want to get the paint on the side. So I'm going to go in with my white acrylic paint. And y'all, I love this glass mat for the very reason that I've been showing y'all. You can wipe it up. You can put your paint on here, wipe it right off, and clean up very easily. Okay, so I'm going to use a makeup sponge, and we are just going to go ahead and bounce this on here. Now, the thing with the makeup sponge is it's going to give you a thin coat, so you're going to have to do a couple of coats, but you're less likely to have that buildup on the sides or in the crevices of the cutout, and you don't have to clean it up. Hi, Dolores. Enjoy your senior group, my friend. All right, turn this around. And we're going to do this one. And then we're going to dry it. Goodness gracious, this guy right here. Block. Bye-bye. He is coming to my live. Someone with that name or similar name has come into my live the last 3 nights. 3 or 4 nights. So, I apologize, y'all. We got that taken care of. Close. All right. We're going to do another coat. Do y'all see his comment? Hi, Linda. All right. Second coat is brightening it up a ton. And if you're just popping on, we're doing a door round, okay? It's this little mini door round, but you can get it all the way up to 18 inches. I'm doing the 10-inch version, but you can get this door round up to 18 inches. But we are just painting up our pieces, and then we will start putting it together here in just a second. We have a couple more to paint, and then the fun part starts happening where we start distressing. It all kind of starts coming together. You're welcome, Cruz. Thanks for the info. I wondered why. Yeah. Usually that's why, Marcia, on cutouts, if you're getting wood cutouts from people and you're painting it white and not wiping them down, a lot of times that's why they yellow. And y'all, if you hit the follow button, let me move this. If you hit the follow button, this blue number on the bottom does move. He's at work, Amy. He works the very early morning, so he might be here soon if he's off of work. So, all right, I'm going to do one more coat because I want that white to be nice and bright. And I feel like 2 coats just wasn't enough. So we're going to do one more quick coat. And then we will do the hearts that I have and the little bird. You're recovering from surgery? I'm so sorry, Miss Debbie. I hope you recover quickly. That does not sound enjoyable whatsoever, especially anything to do with going to the dentist or dental procedures. Thank you for the follow. I so appreciate that. And y'all, make sure you're in my broadcast channel. That's the best way to know about what's happening over on my page. So right down here where it says comment Tulip, open up that comment. There'll be 2 links in there for you. The first link is going to be to the cutout that I'm using, which is 20% off. And then the second link is to my broadcast channel. It's just like a one-way chat where I can let you know what's happening over here. All right. So we've got those. We are going to get out a little piece of tape, and we're going to paint our hearts. Okay. I probably need to dry that off before I put it down because I just wiped it down. Nope. There we go. Laughing with you. Yep. I'm here for the laughs, y'all. You can always laugh at me. I will not take offense to it. All right, we're going to go in with the color Imperial. On his way to the dentist. Oh my gosh, I hate going to the dentist. I hate it. I'm always glad I did afterwards, but y'all, I hate going. My mom and I have to go together. We schedule our appointments together, so we go. Because if not, we wouldn't go. So. All right. So we're painting these little hearts in the color Imperial. I love this red. This red is really pretty for like patriotic crafts. which I cannot wait to start doing. I love me some red, white, and blue. So, all right, I'm going to move this over here. All right, now we got our little bird, right? So our little bird is going to sit, I'm going to show y'all, on this background of this blue. So what color should we do our bird? I was thinking yellow, but I'm down to do whatever y'all think. Yellow, we could do white. I don't want to do a white bird though. What do y'all think? I'm going to wipe up all the glue. And y'all, I go through baby wipes like crazy. I know I could probably get more uses out of them, but it's fine. Mine was yesterday. But I survived. I just can't chew anything and everything. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Miss Debbie. Ugh. Yellow. Sharon says yellow. Should we do the same yellow that we did our tulip in? I think so. All right, so we're gonna go back in with Baby Duck. And I'm gonna use my makeup sponge again. Now, you can totally cut off the bottoms of the makeup sponge and reuse them. I don't do that. Don't ask me why, I just don't. All right, let's dry. And then y'all, after this, we're done with the painting. And then here comes the fun part. Is starting to distress and put it all together, okay? So I really appreciate y'all being here and hanging out with me. We've got about 14 minutes to finish, and I think we will get it done. I'm going to do one more coat of the yellow. The red is good to go. And I'm going to put what's left in my bottle. Teal with purple for bird. You could do that. Doesn't really go with, I love that idea. It just doesn't go with what the rest of my colors are. You know what I mean? All right, let's dry. This dang thing keeps getting stuck. All right. Dry, dry, dry. That looks good. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with our round, okay? So we're going to distress the edges of our round. We're gonna do it in a darker blue. So I like to use distress crayons for different colors. You could use your distress oxide, whatever works for you. But I personally really like, oh shoot. I personally really like these distress crayons a lot. All right, so the way that I learned how to do this, so these are on my Amazon storefront. If you comment the word tulip, there's a link in there for you to go check out my Amazon storefront. These are in there under distressing items. So the way that I learned is you take your distress crayon, okay? You apply it to the bottom of a makeup sponge. Hi, Kimmy. And apply it all over, okay? And then you are just going to distress the edge with the makeup sponge. And it's gonna add that little bit of blue right there, okay? Now, this is the way I learned how to do it. If you have another way, by all means, do it your way. I'm just showing y'all the way that I learned. And this is going to just add a little bit, something to your round. Now, you don't have to do this step. This step is optional. But I think distressing and adding the little touches, all of that, it kind of just brings it all together. Going over it, adding more. But I really like the distress crayons because they come in different colors. You can really spruce up a project with it. Let me know if y'all have tried the distressing crayons in the comments. Have you ever tried these? Oh, Tucker's in something again. All right, so we added a little bit of that blue all the way around. And it just kind of, brightens this up, if you will. Hi, Janice. So we added that. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do this part of the tulips, okay? So I'm going to do a green, which we haven't used. And I'm going to do just the green on, obviously, the leaves. So same thing. I'm going to apply it to the bottom of my makeup sponge. You got some and you love it. I really, I was really intimidated by these. I didn't know how to use them. I didn't know what to do. And then I saw someone, another crafter, use them. She did like a little tutorial on how to use them. And I fell in love. Because once I tried it, I was like, that is so dang easy. So we're just adding a little bit of green. Because I can't shade with paint. I am not a good shader with paint. So I found this to be the next best option. No, this is it for tonight. Typically if you're new here, I don't think I've talked about this in a while. Typically on Thursday nights, I go have dinner with my parents pretty much every Thursday. And so, Amazon, Stacy, if you comment the word tulip and scroll to the bottom of the message, there's a button that says Amazon favorites. Click on that and it'll take you to Amazon. And then you'll click on the collection that says distressing, and these will be in there. But I go have dinner with my parents pretty much every Thursday night. So that's why I do my lives in the mornings on Thursday. That way I don't miss. And to be honest with y'all, I have a margarita and a glass of wine at dinner, and no one wants to see me coming on crafting after that. So that's just a little bit about me. I go and have dinner with them. All right, there's that. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Maybe not. Where's my stick fast? What the heck? Y'all, oh, here it is. It's behind this. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down to go ahead and start. Sure, you did it with the butterfly. What? Sure, I did it with the butterfly. What? Oh, you're school and shaved with paint. Well, Miss Holly, girl, you've got some talent then. I have tried. And it's probably just, like a learning curve. I probably just need to just practice, obviously. But, who wants to do that? All right, a little bit more. And then we're going to go around the greenery. Yeah, so if you comment that word tulip, my page will send you a message to your Facebook Messenger, okay? And in there will be the link to the cutout, the link to shop my live sale. So this was an item in my live sale on Sunday. So tomorrow's the last day to shop the live sale. And then there's a link into the cutout of the week, which are the butterfly and the ladybug. We did that on Monday. There's all sorts of information in there. So don't be afraid to click around and click on buttons. It's not going to commit you to anything. All you're doing is just getting info. Ooh, y'all. She pretty. All right, make sure that's flush against the edge. We're going to do this part. Come on. All right, get this on here. Line it up. Bam. Okay, now we're going to do our tulips. So I'm going to cut that off. We're going to go in with a pink. This one is called Abandoned Coral. Oh, you're fine, Miss Catherine. It's not a big deal, girl. I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad that you watch my lives, that you comment and you interact and you hang out with me. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. A little bit around the edge of the tulip. And this just kind of, y'all, I don't know. This step is obviously optional, but I just think it kind of brings it together. Makes it look a little bit more finished. All right, cut that one off. Let me close up the green and the blue. Okay, close that one up. Then we're gonna go in. I don't know if the yellow is gonna work. Let's see. Oh, Thomas is here. Yeah. My cat is watching. Oh, how funny. Hi, Michelle. Sorry, y'all. All right. So this is more of like an olive color. Hello.
Hi.
You gonna come say hello?
Sure.
Someone was asking where you were.
I'm here. I'm here. Look, I got her.
Oh gosh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm surprised you didn't call.
Well, I knew you were live, so.
There's a sheet in there for you to cut if you want.
Okay. It works, she said, everybody.
All right, so here's the only thing is the purple. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to go in with the blue for the purple.
I just want to see what you're doing. Keep going.
That.
Nice.
Do you like it?
I really do. What color are you doing the letters?
White.
Nice.
Oh, look, they're saying hello.
Hello, everybody.
All right, I'm almost done.
You're good. Take your time. Have fun.
All right, so I'm going to use the blue on the purple, and it's doing kind of what I thought it would. Kind of turning that blue a little purpley. Because I don't have a purple crayon. Yeah. He turned me on to this strawberry smoothie. And they're delicious. There we go. I'm getting my fruits in. Now, I'm talking to them, babe. Okay, so that blue did turn purple-ish-esque. So we're going to glue these down. Hi, Diane. Oh, I think you were saying hello to him. That's, if y'all don't know, that's Thomas. That's my boyfriend. He likes to come in and say hello. Sometimes you'll hear him in the background cooking, make a noise. But he's starting to help me. Oh my gosh. He's starting to help me with my cutouts. So I'm able to get some other stuff done. Like short videos. All right, we're gonna do the purple. Come on. And we are almost there, y'all. We are so close to being done. That looks good. All right, we're gonna go in with our hearts. I'm gonna do those in white, and I'm gonna use ink for that. I personally do not like the Distress crayons for white. I just feel like it doesn't do much. It's coming together. And I gotta hurry because my time is almost done. So going in with the white. Dry those really quickly. I sure am, Miss Tammy, because previously I did not have that support. So I feel very blessed to have somebody who is willing to help me. You know, he goes to work and then he comes here and he helps me. He is a keeper for sure. All right. A little bit of dot, a little glue dot. Come on. All right, then we're gonna do heart here, and a heart here. Got a little bit of glue where I don't want it. There we go. And that moved on me. All right, let's do the hello. And y'all, we are almost done. So hit that heart button for me. If you haven't done so, comment the word tulip because this cutout is 20% off today only. So if you order from the live sale and you want to add this to your order, just let me know. It'll be 20% off. But you can get from 10 inches all the way up to 18 inches. So you pick the size, but you still get the 20% off. Retail it's 18, Debbie. Retail it is 18. I don't know I think the discount price is like $14 if you get the 10-inch one. You can also grab the link to this directly in the pinned comment where it says comment tulip. You can click on that, open it up, and that link that says grab the tulip round here is in there. Okay. I got the wrong color. I'm distressing my bird in green. The great thing about this distress oxide is it can wipe right off. Oh my word. I was like, that does not look right. Well, that's because it's green. It's not the yellow that I used. Oh my word. All right, so we're gonna do this. So this is more of like an olive color. This is the one that we used on the yellow tulip. Still not my favorite, but the other yellow, I don't think it'll work. You're welcome. Yeah, and the price is already shown on the website with the discount. You don't need a code or anything. It'll automatically discounts. And you can add other stuff to your order if you choose. Come on. Dang, Stick Fast doesn't want to work with me today. It does. The distressing really does. It does make a difference. For the longest time, was like, it doesn't make that much of a difference. You don't need to do it. You do. Okay, one thing I am going to do is I am going to clean up my lines in my tulip. So I take a straight pen and I just go through the lines and clean out that paint that I got in there. This just makes the lines look a little bit more defined, and it does make a difference. Okay, here and here. I'm gonna go in with my white paint pen real quick and we're gonna be done, okay? So y'all hit that heart button for me. I'm gonna do a giveaway here in just a second. I'm gonna finish up with my white lines. I like to use an Utilio paint pen. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but I should have known. That's not set up yet. What the heck? Come on. Maybe not. That's still... And the white lines, believe it or not, do make a difference. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. going to do, all right, a little bit on the bird. I just got that white paint all over my arm, but that's okay. All right. There it is. What do y'all think? Do y'all love it? So this is 20% off today only, no matter the size you get. When you comment that word tulip, you'll get the link in the message, or it's down there in the pinned comment for y'all. Let me know what y'all think. But I'm out of time, so that's why I'm not adding a little bit more. But that is our project for today. That is our cutout today. And y'all, make sure you're in the VIP group. I'm doing a very special sale over in there today, this afternoon. And you have to be in my VIP group in order to shop it, okay? So comment that word tulip. It'll be, the link to join my group will be in there. So thank you. All right, let's pick a winner. That's not what I wanted to do. So the way that my giveaways work is I pick somebody from the comments to win. And the way that we do this is I give you a word to comment, right? Whatever the word is. And I'm going to say the, fifth person on my end to comment that word will be the winner. The order of comments is different on everybody's screen. Sometimes it's not. But I read out the names so y'all know the order that I saw them in, okay? So we're going to comment the word duck, like the baby duck color we use. Comment the word duck, and the 5th person and 10th person who comment that word will be our winner. Will be our winners today. The word is duck. The 5th person and 10th person on my end will be the winner. And there it is. I think what we should have done is added some white splatter paint to the blue. I think that would have been really pretty. But we're going to switch this out. This is our large signpost. And it hangs. All right, here we go. Let's see. Galen was number 1. Angie was 2. Colleen was 3. Michelle Pryor was 4. Kathy Murray, you were number 5. Diana Whitaker was 6. Sandy Smith was 7. Amy was 8. Oh, hold on. Amy was 8. Lynette was 9. And Darlia, Miss Darlia, I have not seen you in a hot second, girlfriend. Miss Darlia, you were also the winner for today. So Kathy and Miss Darlia and our 2 winners from earlier, if you will do me the wonderful favor and send me a message saying, hey, I won, I will send you a link to a form to fill out. That way I have your information, and then I will get it out eventually. I don't send them out immediately. I send them out as I can. So just be on the lookout for that. But there is our project. This is the large signpost holder. This is perfect for like our 10-inch rounds. If you do this, glue this piece up here so you have more room. But I love it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to hop off of here. Do me a huge favor. Make sure you're following the page and that you're in our broadcast channel. Right down here in the pinned comment, if you open that up, the second link in there is the broadcast channel link. Make sure you're in there because that way you are up to date and you know when I'm live, okay? And I'll be live tomorrow night, okay? Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.